your beautiful self. Happy Wednesday. It is Stephanie just coming to you to talk to you really quickly about channeling your inner goddess, that is, your inner beauty. It's so easy for everyone to see on the outside how beautiful we are. You know, we put on the makeup, we put on the cute clothes, we take the selfies, we do all of this stuff. People can see that. But what do they see when they look into you? What do they see then? Are they seeing a beautiful person still? Or are they seeing someone who is toxic, someone who is hurting, someone who is injured? What are they seeing when they look at you? I want to give you a couple of things, a couple of ways that you can help yourself to develop that inner goddess. And my first way is to find out what your purpose is. What is your purpose? What is that thing that makes you get up in the morning? I'm not talking about your children. I'm not talking about your husband. This is for you. What is that thing that helps you to be able to get up and say, hey, I need to do this. I feel like this is a work that is already put within me and I need to share it. I need to get this out there. Find that thing. Find that something that you have a purpose in this life for. If you don't know that, there are ways to find that thing out, but you got to dig deep in order to find that out. The second thing is, I don't want this video to be long. The second thing is to think before you speak. That is one of the hardest things, I believe, is to think before we speak. When I was first married, that was a huge thing for me because the way, ladies, listen, goddess, the way a goddess mouth is set up, honey, my words cut. I may not, throw a shoe at my husband or whatever, but my words would cut even worse than if I were to do something physical towards him. I'm just keeping it real. And I had to learn to use words that were empowering to my children. We had these discussions, when we were considering having children, how we would talk to them. Some of us, this is the reality, that some of us grew up with having our whole countenance destroyed by our parents. And we want to complain about the younger generation. We want to complain about the millennials, but we created that. We created that. We created those people. That is what we created. And now is our time to learn to empower those same people who we've destroyed. And it's tricky, but it can be done. If only we know who we are first. We've got to start with us. So use things that are empowerment, words, actions to yourself first. Learn to love yourself first. Learn to take care of yourself first. And that way we can project that same positive energy, that same level of love and respect and dignity. We can project that onto the younger ladies who desperately need us. They need our guidance. They need for us to be there. And our children. Oprah once said something. I was watching Oprah. This has been many, many years ago. And there was a guest on her show, actually, that said, when my child walks in the room, I make sure that my eyes smile. And so when they see, when you see your children, do your eyes smile? Or do they see frustration on your face? What do they see? Can they come to mom? Can they feel like you're their soft place to fall? Because see, we send our children out into the world to go to school with other children who are extremely toxic because they have toxic parents. So how do we protect our children? How do we protect those children that we have made a life trying to make sure that they are whole, trying to make sure that they have beautiful spirits? How do we protect those children? We do that by becoming something that they can be proud of. When my children see me, when I saw that on the Oprah show, when I saw that, that was life-changing for me. And I don't even believe I was a parent. This is how long ago that's been. My oldest daughter is 19. I don't even believe I was a parent yet. But that changed my way of thinking. It totally changed me. And so when my children see me, they're not coming up to me like, uh-oh, what's wrong? Because I make sure that my eyes smile when I see my children. And I was so grateful to have them after having suffered loss before my first daughter was born. I was grateful as a parent. And I made sure that I always remembered, make sure that your eyes smile when your children see you. So make it a point to be an empowering woman. I mean, you're working on that inside. You're working on that inside. You got to work on that first. The last thing is you got to find value in yourself. It goes right along with what I just said. Find value in yourself. Do things for yourself. Make sure that the children know and the husband know, hey, mommy needs just a little bit of time so that she can take care of herself. Mommy just wants to go to the spa. Okay? It's okay if the baby cries when you get ready to leave. This is why we have husbands. See, this is his responsibility too. This is not just mom's responsibility. Mom has to take care of herself too. You got to love yourself too. You got to do things that help you to be able to live on a level that is beautiful, is wonderful. See, I think what a lot of people don't get is that in life, there is what you see and what you don't see. So we see things and we want those things. But a lot of us are not willing to put in the effort to better ourselves, to go get those things, to do those things. Being a mom, being a business owner, I'm a full-time business owner. And so being a mom on top of that and being a wife, there's a balancing act that has to happen. And I can't leave myself out of that equation. I have to be a part of that balancing act. And so start this early. But if your children are older, go ahead and start now. Go ahead and start meditating every day before you talk to your children. Before you answer your children, make sure that you have a soft answer back to them so that you can channel that inner goddess, so that you can feel the peace that you have not felt in so long. This is Steph the Goddess. After the hookup.